Hey, what's up, Trenton? Hope you're having a good weekend, sir. We're still getting asteroids getting by here. I have no idea how. This game is bugged. Takes some time to fill up those emote slots, doesn't it? Because you want good emote. You have a lot to watch today? Oh yeah? What's going on? Poker? NASCAR? What you watching? How did that last one end up going? I wasn't able to catch all of it. Oh, I saw the time-lapse video for that. Yeah, they put up the baseball field at the NASCAR track. That's pretty cool. So many rockets. It's very hot outside today here. Yo, what's up, Ish? Because factorial physics. We having a good weekend, Ish? Good to see you. We're trying to get to the Shattered Planet without any foundries here, which is not something I've attempted yet. And not something that I expected was possible in 300% asteroid density. Are we on the left-hand path here, Trenton? You know, they teach you about that in survival school and navigation. Like, if you're in a dense jungle and you don't know if you're going straight or not, you can't see the sky, they teach you to take a bunch of vines and start tying them together. And then tie it around you. So that way you can have a sure sign that you are walking in a straight path. Shattered Planet offers absolutely nothing in terms of rewards or research, sadly. The only reward is saying that you got there, and you actually did it. And I know that's why many people choose not to even try to go for it. I'm still hopeful that one of the boys in co-op will build a platform and we can have a race. If not, then maybe I'll have to start a bounty for it or something, because I think that's something that needs to happen. Okay, so once again, we're holding just fine here. I don't know how anything can get by, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does again. Okay, here we go. Hype music engage. Well, since the legendary Biter War didn't work out and turned out to be a big flop, the goal at this point is 50k SPM research productivity on 27 biolabs, which by my mathematics, we are 13 hours and 43 minutes away from, because this next level of research productivity should do it. After that, I need to decide, you know, what's next? Where do we go next from here? Those were two of my biggest goals, was the 50k sustained research productivity and the legendary Biter War, which was a disappointment. After that, if there are any goals, it'll probably be maybe 100k research productivity SPM. That's pretty ambitious. But given the blueprints and infrastructure that I have, it should just be as simple as zoning and then placing. Simply duplicate the number of things that I have going, which are a lot. Volcanus is going to be a big job if I do that. Since we've added the hyper silos now. And then we'd have to duplicate everything else here, the stone void. We'd probably need another train, maybe not. I could probably work in that train. We'd have to add another coal train for sure, because coal is just flying off Volcanus. What are we filling up with here? Looks like we need to cut petroleum import also. Holy crap, look at all that. Yeah, there's gonna be no shortage of petroleum on Volcanus. That's insane. I didn't know it was getting that high. Okay, we gotta speed up our copper recycling here. Holy shit, we got 2 million copper plates just like that? Holy shit. I am blown away here. I need to... What? How did we get 2 million copper here? You know, logically that does make sense, but copper is actually not an ingredient for storage tanks in Factorio. It's coming from this one recycler. Oh no, we have two of these recyclers going. Two recyclers got us 2 million copper. That's insane. Is this number going down? It looks like it is not going down. It's kind of stable. We need more. How are we doing here? No damage taken, okay. Looking okay here. We're a fourth of the way to the Shattered Planet. Again, this is 300% asteroid density, and we have no foundries on this platform. This is a pretty ridiculous challenge. And this is non-stop. The Yellowhorn has made it to the Shattered Planet and back, but it did have to stop. Okay, is this number coming down now? We need this number to be coming down pretty significantly. Okay, it's coming down. It's not quite as fast as I would like, but it still should get it down. Well, the good thing about having a lot of petroleum is it won't be as demanding on the coal. I mean, with this much petroleum, I guess I should just fill it to the brim now. No, actually, no, I don't want to do that because that will unbalance our liquid balance here. Light oil's still holding. I'm surprised. We're using so much rocket fuel here now. There's so many launches on Volcanus. You've just realized you made a mistake. I mean, it happens to the best of us, Trenton. What did you do? You can always edit and update the emojis, I believe. It might be a little tight there, but I think it can be done. The power of pixels. I mean, I'm always an advocate for animated emojis. I think they're very cool. I've got a few of my own. Yelling people at the internet. Oh, yelling at the internet. Okay. I'm currently dealing with a cantankerous kitty, so... You know, Kat, you're making it a little hard to push to talk here. So for now, we're just calling this platform the Zardian. I'm not sure what to name it yet. Show called me out for Nans last night, but I had to dodge because the warden said that it's time for her game night. Steady as she goes. Let's find a hype jam here. Which planet's playing the good song right now? Come on, give me a tune. Okay, here we go. This one's not bad. Cat, what do you want? I have to go feed this animal. I'll be right back, everyone. Also, mods, can we please drop a banhammer? Thank you. Thank you so much, Ash. I appreciate that. I'm gonna feed this cat. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, Carissa. Sorry, I was out feeding my cat. Well, this is probably, you know, one of the last ones. Just going for a minimalist challenge. Also, the 50k sustained research productivity. The next level should get us that. Welcome. Oh, nice. I mean, hey, sometimes even the impulsive blueprint feels good, right? So this is the new platform here. There's no foundries on this platform. We had a drifter there, but it got it. So in testing, one electric furnace for iron plates was not enough. We had to have two. But two electric furnaces appears to be holding so far. The speed of this rocket assembler is pretty crazy. We're at 74 crafting speed, plus 2268. That's insane. I didn't think one assembler would be able to do it, but it's doing it. Kalima Start sounds fun. You know, Ash, I've considered that. It would have to be all lasers. It'd have to be all laser turrets. Yeah, I think so too. It's fun to think about, though. All these ammo lines are holding. Yeah, it is. That's why I've got this one throttled. Gotta have the thruster throttling. Oh yeah, the old approach. I mean, space travel in those days, you had to be on top of it. You don't have time to check other planets. You don't have time to engineer somewhere else. How are we doing for space science? We are over 5 million. How are we doing for Promethium? We're over 7 million Promethium now. Holy crap. 10 million cryo. Is that 4 million EM science? That's 4 million EM science. $5 million automation, 4 million logistic. These hyper silos are getting it done. Wall ships are fun. It's just like bumper cars. This production silo was really fun to build. I wanted to have it so all the stone, or almost all of the stone, goes to the rail assemblers here. Which it almost does. There's just a little bit that goes into the active provider chest. Wow, utility science is full. At least one of the chests is. That's crazy. These are all decorative. At some point, I might opt for an indicator. I'd like to have it at the top here. I'll have to do some reworking though, because I have a coal line coming in up here. Yeah, you can do some really cool things in the trench with lights, I think. Ooh, look at this. Science is, Meraxes play probably coming soon. I'm thinking I might get into it sometime after 4-Job Fiesta is over this year, which will be at the end of this month. As you know, I tend to do things very slowly and very methodically. I've definitely got ideas for the domes. I'm also getting more ideas for Ribbon World. I like that post you had where you had the pipe throughput going through the belt line for the miners. I think that's cool. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I start Meraxes, then obviously the Ribbon World project is going to be shelved. If I push and make an announcement for the Ribbon World, I'm certain that we would get some engineers that are interested. And then there's co-op. We still have co-op going on. Granted, co-op is pretty slow now. Well, as we discussed, yeah, I think Ribbon World is going to be 2 phases, just like our co-op was. The first phase, I think, would be 20. I think it's a safe number. It gives us a good idea. And that's just a test phase. I say we set a goal for ourselves, something maybe like logistics science or perhaps military science. See if we can get that going. And then if we get that going and feel good about it at 20, maybe bring it down a little more and then go for the big play. Maybe 12? I didn't know Yaga streamed Factorio. I know Yaga does a lot of other retro stuff that I'm into, and I've known him for a while. But Factorio, that's a new one. So with co-op slowing down, the prospects of Meraxes or this potential Ribbon World Challenge are increasing. Yeah, I got to do some more FF5 soon. I got a 4-job Fiesta file I got to finish soon. My goal was to get 3 in. That's still feasible. I was kind of rejuvenated after I got the Blue Mage to start the most recent 4-job Fiesta. Yeah, I've seen Berserker single class challenge. It's terrible. Buffalax did one. There's really only so much you can do until RNG takes over. I did get Berserker in 4-job Fiesta, so... It's actually been kind of okay, though, because we have no real physical attacker aside from him. And Berserker can fit that role. Oh, for sure you'd have to be. You need such a grind there. And even with the grind, you still need luck. But it's possible. And I know that others have done it as well. Not something I'm interested in, but... I'm more interested in getting the Shattered Planet in 300% asteroid density with no foundries. Yeah, GBA gives you options that SNES does not. Okay, everything's smooth here. Let's check our recycling status here. Molten copper running out. Lava's running out. How the hell does lava run out? I've got rare offshore pumps going here. It looks like we're going to need some more. It's a lot. We are consuming a lot of lava here right now. Yeah, I've seen those designs. It's a good idea. Okay, now lava's coming back up. Yeah, that's what I've done here. Definitely want to do that because it just gets more throughput. This one obviously doesn't use as much. That's looking better. Quality can handle some of the throughput, but yeah, not all of it. Okay, how can we do this? There we go. Oh, no, we got to get it here. That's right. Okay, so let's do it that way. Problem solved. It's amazing what a little rotating can do. Yes, there's going to have to be some tailored communication between the engineers that are involved. It's obviously going to be quite a bit different than the co-op we currently have. Everyone is going to have to be aware of what everyone else is doing. Just like in co-op, I plan to have an in-game message board, and it will be a requirement to update that message board. In addition to, I will probably make a Discord channel sub for it, so we can also correspond there and plan. Right. Do we prioritize Fulgora over Volcanus to get the mech suit? I think it could be beneficial. Going to Fulgora first is it's not usually quite as lucrative as Volcanus. It's going to be kind of bad that we won't have the big mining drills available for the scrap, but logistics should solve that. Yeah, all valid points, all good things to consider. Yeah, we definitely need this speed module in here now. I guess I could add another beacon. This should get us enough now? Yeah, renewable resources and anything that can be renewed is probably going to be highly valued. Yeah, asteroid processing will be big since we can get drops from space. Start getting some potential legendaries or epics. Okay, that's holding now. And Houston, we have a problem. I don't know how this keeps happening. I don't know how we keep taking damage here on the sides. There's nothing near it, and then all of a sudden, a rogue. Yeah, there's laser turrets there. It's the same problem I've had the whole time in this testing. It doesn't matter how fast, how slow I have the platform, how many turrets I have, this continues to happen. Look at that, there is nothing remotely close to the side of this platform at all. And the fact that it's saying that there's no damage taken tells me it has to be from a rocket. And if it's a rocket, then that means it's a big asteroid that's getting through. So the gun turrets and the laser turrets will not be of any use for the big asteroids. Devs, please fix this bug. This is a small, slender platform. There's no way that should be happening. There's no way a big asteroid should be getting by here. And yet there it is, see? And it's so inconsistent. Another example, I think it was 2 days ago, the Prophet took damage over here, and some of the pipes were destroyed. The Prophets have been running for over 96 hours at the same speed, at the same sorties. And then after 96 hours, all of a sudden, boom, the game just decides, yeah, we're going to give that one to you. It's very inconsistent. And I'm sure that you probably were not even in 300% asteroid density. At 300 asteroid density, I think it's probably to be a little more expected. But at your asteroid density, no, that should not be happening. Yeah, just it's just so many calculations. Woob, you guys should take from Hideo Kojima and start finding ways to trick the game into doing more than it's doing, so it doesn't get as laggy. It's a shame, really, because I know a lot of people have really ambitious projects to scale things up, but there is a limit, even if you have a high-end computer, state-of-the-art. There's only so much that can be handled. Yeah, here's another rogue. Here it comes. Here it comes. Was this the one that got by earlier? Yep, there it goes. And yep, that's exactly what happened. It happened again. That was a big carbonic asteroid that got by. How in the hell is that getting by? How? And then the rocket actually doesn't fire at it until it's down here? It was the rocket turret that destroyed it. I saw it, Krissa. This rocket turret right here fired at the rogue carbonic asteroid that was way down here, and it destroyed this. That's what keeps happening here. I'm not sure. It's again, it's part of this targeting inconsistency. We're only doing 100 SPM here. We're only doing 100 speed. Okay, here comes another one now. See, here's a big oxide, and boom. Why is this happening? The asteroid density is the same. It's bugged. There's some significant bugs that Woob needs to work out here. Especially if you play at increased asteroid density. What is happening here? This one has the big oxide targeted at the second highest priority. And so does this one. There's no way it should be getting by. And it's always the big asteroids. It's never the medium asteroids. It's never the huge asteroids. It's never the small asteroids. It's always, always, always the big asteroids. There is something bugged with the targeting of the big asteroids. Let's try slowing it down a bit more. There's another rogue that got by. What is this? Another rogue carbonic. And again, it blasts it when it's way down there. Again, look at this radius here. Look at this radius. And it's always just one big that sneaks by. Here's another one. And there it happened again. Yeah, we've definitely got some major targeting issues going on right now. There's been no problems here for a very long time at all, and the asteroid density has not changed. The only thing that changes is that there's more Promethium asteroids, but it's not Promethium asteroids that are causing problems and getting by. And I've noticed this on more than one occasion. It's like there's some kind of code in these rogue asteroids that the game is not picking up and it's not targeting. Because I will see the rockets go right through the asteroid into other asteroids behind it, even if that asteroid is a higher priority of target. Rube, you guys gotta fix this. I know the game did have another update recently, but this was apparently unaddressed. It continues to be unaddressed. Probably because I'm the only one out here that's testing this at 300% asteroid density. I don't know anyone else that is doing this. Okay, we'll see if this moves out now. We've slowed it down to just below 100. Let's go back to Volcanus and fix this issue. See, the game loves to do this to me too. As soon as I fix something, as soon as I fix an issue in the game, space platform fucks up. It's happened way too many times to be a coincidence. I'm pretty sure that as I'm doing things on other planets, it's contributing to this targeting bug. There's just so much going on that the game can't keep up or something. And you know, another thing that's not there is the math. Given my calculations, my testing, the mathematics, there's something very wrong with the whole Shattered Planet journey, and some of the Promethean as well. It's an awesome game, Woo, but after all this time, you guys should have really fixed this by now. Okay, we're still okay here. Let's take save so the game doesn't rob me of 10 minutes perpetually. Because it has done that on multiple occasions. Okay, looks like iron is finally starting to come down on Aquilo. Superconductors are going up. I need to cut that import. It seems the only way to compensate for this targeting thing is through speed. I could add more rocket turrets, but then I guarantee one rocket assembler will not be enough. This rocket assembler is already juiced to the max, I believe, or just about. We could get probably one or two more beacons on it. Two more beacons, I think, but as you know, there's diminishing returns on the number of speed beacons. It's just such a pain, and if something goes wrong, then it's discouraging. Prometheum needs to be something that's automated completely. Yes, I agree. Like I said, aside from that one tiny blip that the prophets have had in the last probably 120 hours, they've been smooth, they've been consistent. It does. You have to get all the way out there, and then you have to find out, is it going to make it? And then you have to time it to make sure that your queue gets full. It's a massive task. Again, that's why I'm not really interested in adding that much more labs. I want to get to 50k SPM on 27 biolabs. That's pretty insane. If I decide to scale up after that point, okay, now rather than dealing with calculations and mathematics, I actually have in-game experience. I know this will work, I can duplicate this, and then we can scale this up however high I want. I mean, that's the idea, but again, that takes another massive effort. And guaranteed the platform has to be humongous because of the belt nesting required. This current setup I got works well. We're stockpiling Prometheum by quite a bit. Oh yeah, it's definitely, we could get more space on this. Like I could turn between those red belts there and get another line in there. And, if I really wanted, I could just extend the bottom. I could extend the bottom for an extreme long distance. But I like aesthetics, and I like to keep things compact and looking good. This is really the Prometheum platform I always wanted right here. Just enough for my factory needs. Maybe make a couple more of them. We have 3 of them right now. If I decide to scale up, I might go ahead and engineer another huge Prometheum platform that goes all out on the nesting in all 4 directions. Okay, here comes another Rogue Carbonic. See, that one almost got by. And, it's like the big asteroids gravitate faster toward the platform. I've seen big asteroids that are like literally careening toward this platform at a high speed. I don't see mediums do that, I don't see smalls do that, and I don't see huges do that. And I understand that part of that probably could be because of the collision physics. But again, why is it only the big asteroids? Why is it not the medium asteroids? Because guaranteed they're getting jostled and they're getting moved around by the rocket explosions. It's only the big asteroids. I have tested these targeting filters time and time again, and this is the best I've been able to come up with. There's only 6 rocket turrets on this platform, but they are balanced in such a way to complement one another. So that whereas this one is targeting Prometheum first, this one is targeting Prometheum last. And sometimes I have to switch things around on the way to the Shattered Planet, because all of a sudden you get more Oxide asteroids, and then all of a sudden you get more Prometheum asteroids. In theory, there might be a way to actually compensate for that with some type of active circuitry and combinators that might be able to switch the targeting. I don't know if that's possible, actually, though. I don't think it's possible to switch targets. It might be, actually. Yeah, I think it actually might be. I believe that the Yallarhorn is using a combinator that can do that. But again, I'd like this platform to be kind of minimalized on circuitry. Yeah, I understand why they did it. I mean, if they did that, think about how many more bugs, how many more exploits, how many more inconsistencies would come up. You're adding a huge amount of item density and a huge amount of varying quality. And then you're adding health differences for each one. One thing I will say about this platform is that it is extremely efficient on the fuel cells. We have only used 27 fuel cells, and we're almost halfway to the Shattered Planet. We're going to get over halfway to the Shattered Planet on 50 fuel cells. That's pretty insane. There's only 2 generators running here, but they are legendary. Yeah, I've actually considered maybe a legendary Pentapod war, since the legendary Biter war was really a nothing burger. I think the Pentapods could definitely offer some more threat value, if you will, as they can be quite a bit more dangerous than the Biters. I didn't. I tested that one, and the Biters were dying just like maybe 1 second after the normal Biters would. Yeah, you can't make the raft or something. You could get Wrigglers, I guess, but I don't think Wrigglers evolve into Stompers. And yeah, the legendary Biter war was cancelled because they're too weak. Or maybe my weapons research is too high. Okay, yeah, so Wrigglers wouldn't be a threat. It'd have to be Stompers. Or Strafers. Okay, again, we seem to be holding pretty good at this speed. I don't see many rogues getting by here. It's slower than I wanted. Ideally, I would have liked this platform to maintain at least a speed of 120. But obviously, when you're working with this amount of minimalist, it's not possible. And this asteroid density. I definitely think it would be cool at some point to go all out for like a defensive mod. I know there are mods that exist that are heavily focused on defense. I would like to check one of those out at some point. So there's that Carbonic almost got by again. And as you can see, the rockets went right through it. The rockets they went right through that asteroid. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. And that tells me that there's another big targeting inconsistency here. Because if it's targeting by grid and movement, then that leads me to believe that's what's causing these rockets to go through the asteroids. And I think that's a major no-no. I don't think this type of targeting should be associated with grid movement. Or if it is, there should be another dynamic in play here. Another sanity check, if you will. Yo, what's up, Blank? We're on our way to Shattered Planet right now. This platform is proving a little tedious. That's to be expected, though. We're dealing with Minimus setup here. Also, we're dealing with bugs undoubtedly here. There's targeting bugs that I have all but confirmed in this game. Again, I saw asteroids go straight through that asteroid over there. Definitely starting to see the lag pick up now. And again, this is such a small platform. We only have 6 rocket turrets here. And there it is, another big got by. Look at that. A rogue big asteroid here. Big oxide asteroid snuck by. Here's a big carbonic. Here's another one. Yeah, it's always the bigs. Why is it only the bigs? And right there, this asteroid right here, I just saw 6 or 7 rockets pass right through this big oxide asteroid. You know, that's another thing that kind of concerns me is I think that the hit boxes, the collision boxes, the damage boxes, there's definitely an inconsistency here with that as well. Yeah, you're picking up on that too, right, Carissa? As video game programmers and coders, we know this. Because as those 5 or 6 rockets went right through that oxide asteroid, it appeared that the damage radius of asteroids it was hitting behind it should have affected that asteroid, but it did not. So I wonder... Here it comes, there it is. We're about to get hit again. It's a big carbonic. This is fucking ridiculous. I cannot believe this. This is what makes me not want to engineer platforms anymore. This should not be happening. How slow will we have to go? Yes, exactly, Cursa. That's exactly what happens. It's been the same with the Prophets. I've had one issue with the Prophets, and like I said, that was over 100 hours ago. And you weren't even playing at 300% asteroid density. So that even alludes more to the theory. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this on the Discord. It's time to bring this up. I don't have Discord open right now, because if I did have Discord open right now, there would be even more lag. I'm gonna post it later. Yeah, it's always the edges, right? The collectors have to be placed around the edges of the platform. You can't place them anywhere else and get any type of good asteroid yield. And there's always a rogue asteroid that gets by, and it's always a big one. Yeah, they use repair kits very slowly, extremely slowly. And obviously that's not a good thing when you're taking damage and on the move. Yeah, I'm definitely posting something about this later at the official Factorio Discord. Yeah, Quillow's fine. I'm certain that's because of the asteroid density. It's 100% tied to targeting, collision, and asteroid density. I might even go through this VOD later and find clips of this happening and where the rockets are actually flying right through those asteroids. And yeah, I think I just saw it again there. It went right through that big asteroid. The big asteroid was still in the damage radius of other asteroids, but it didn't take any damage. There's a cap. There's a cap to the amount of asteroids that can take damage from splash. And that's ugly. I mean, come on, what were you guys thinking there? That's just poor programming, period. You should not cap that. Right, with constant motion, you don't have to worry about rear defenses as much, but... Yes, that works very well, but you also need high laser damage research for that to be good. I mean, I guess you could just stack laser turrets also, but then that's going to be a drain on your electricity. I really only like gun turrets up front. That's because the gun turrets will do a lot more damage to the mediums. The smalls obviously are not a concern, but the mediums have laser resistance at a higher level than physical resistance. Well, if you do, Krista, just make sure you take in all the consistencies that we've had and the contingencies. Rather, the inconsistencies, I should say. I've definitely had to over-engineer all of my Shattered Planet and Promethean platforms. The amount of testing that was required for them as opposed to all the other platforms is exponentially more. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. Rocket turrets are a bit costly to produce, though. Mostly the carbon fiber. Oh, that reminds me, I have to check my upcycling. Ooh, look at these. These are lovely. I like those. I like these too. Hello, Legendary Roboport. What is this? Kovarix is turned on? We must have fallen below 515k. Wow. Kovarex hasn't come on for a while. And it's off. Okay. Wow, we are full of stone. The stone trains are quiet? How is that happening? We're finally getting a surplus of stone. Holy crap. That's got to be from the hyper silos on Vulcanus. And the production sign export. This factory is extremely quiet right now. Wow.
You got baited. You got baited. You got baited. Baited. Baited.
Yeah, what's up, Dread? It's not jebaited, it's bugged. We got bugs in this game, Dread. Quality intermediate build is good. I definitely am at some point going to be doing a huge amount of quality intermediate upcycling. And I'm already doing it on Fulgora, I guess. How you doing, Dread? We're trying to get this platform to the Shattered Planet, Dread, without foundries. But it keeps running into collision issues with the targeting. Got 5.8 content. Have fun. Bring them home. This furnace is okay, though. This is the furnace that we need to stay okay. You should do it. Glebe is so fun to get started on. I love growing ore. I believe I did see that, yes, Dread. There's definitely a coal shortage, I agree. Although synthesis can help with that. But synthesis is usually slow. Although to get synthesis, essentially all you really need is a lot of spoilage, which is not too hard to get. Just a little bit. 27 is a good number though, Dread. Okay, there's 21,000. That's 42,000. The collectors each hold 64. There's 10 of them, so that's another 640. That's almost 43,000. And then we have this in the cargo bay. Just under 45,000 Promethium on the profit. Actually, probably right at 45,000 because the 4 cryo plants are also holding Promethium. 45,000, that's good. I'll take that. That's just fine. So what should I name this platform, chat? I haven't named this platform yet. We just call it the Zardian right now. As you all know, I come up with some very good names. I've considered the Zardian Ziggurat. That's one. Now, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Man, those Zenless girls, Dread. They're very bouncy. Especially Cantarella. Okay, no issues. We're doing okay. Will this be the speed to avoid... Oh no, look at that. As soon as I said it, we almost got hit. The game knows, I'm telling you. So many asteroids. Look at that. 115,000 legendary copper plates. 71,000 legendary copper cable. 70,000 legendary iron plates. 26k legendary plastic, 24k legendary green circuit, 17k legendary steel, 12k legendary cog, 12k legendary solid fuel. Legendary nuclear fuel is coming soon, and it's going to be good. Almost 10k legendary ice. Wow, we have 3.1k epic EM plants. Fulgora is just stacking. How is our legendaries looking for novice? $30k legendary ice, 19k legendary sulfur, almost 50k legendary carbon. Hello. 20k legendary calcite, 101k legendary iron plates. What am I going to do with all this? I capped steel at 35k legendary. There's really not too much you can do with legendary steel. 62k legendary copper plate. Wow. They say that the next version there might be a nerf to the legendaries actually. So I know a lot of people are stockpiling now. Myself included, I started another asteroid processing platform for legendaries. If they do nerf the legendaries, I need to get as many as possible. Nice, huge, clean radius there. There's nothing that should be getting through here. Almost happened again. That big carbonic almost got through. I think it was the railgun that actually got it. There it goes. It just happened again. Everything is going straight through that rogue asteroid. Why, game? Why? There it is, the same asteroid. The exact same asteroid. And you just saw the rocket go straight through it. All of a sudden, the game just completely stopped targeting that type of asteroid. And now it didn't happen. Okay, hold up now, hold up. We're gonna keep reloading the save. I want to see exactly what's happening here. It was, again, it was big carbonic asteroid. It was big asteroid. Here comes the road. Here it comes. What's happening here? Somebody clip this. This game is bugged. It just stops targeting carbonic asteroids. The road comes from right here. It's the same asteroid. There it is. This one right here. Right there. Just completely ignores that asteroid. Completely. And then if I slow it down just a hair, it doesn't happen. This is proof right here. This game is bugged. It's discouraging because it's fun to do this, it's fun to test this, but not when bugs happen. Okay, so if we slow it down to 11, it doesn't happen. Let's try 12. Slow it down to 12, it doesn't happen. That's weird. If we're talking about valid, solid mathematics and calculations here, then slowing it down to 12, it should still collide with us. What is going on here? Okay, this time I'm not going to do anything. I just counted 18 rockets that went directly through that one rogue asteroid. Are you people seeing this? Are you people watching the same thing I'm watching right here? Here's another one. We're taking damage over there now. And they're all carbonic asteroids. All of these asteroids are carbonic. That's suspicious. Well, again, even if we slow down just a tiny little bit, those collisions should still happen. Like I said, if we're dealing with sound mathematics calculations here and coding. And the fact that it's the same specific asteroid every single time. Here it comes, watch. I couldn't even see it that time. That asteroid just drifts in. Okay, let's try some more things. Let's try increasing the priority of the turret to carbonic. Let's see what that does. Angle of approach shouldn't matter because it should be targeting sequentially. Okay, we switch the targeting and then it doesn't happen. Okay, this again is alluding to a major lapse in targeting here and coding and calculating here. Okay, let's try just one turret this time. We'll use that one turret and increase the carbonic by 1 priority. And that didn't catch it. But again, all the rockets went right through it. Okay. Let's increase the priority to the top for that one turret. And then it doesn't happen. Okay, so if the carbonic is in slot 2, it doesn't happen. But if it's in slot 1, it does happen. Okay, but then riddle me this. How come we didn't take damage over here this time? I didn't change any targeting over here. And we saw when I loaded the save earlier and did nothing, that we started taking damage over here. So because I changed one targeting over here, all of a sudden we don't take damage on this side? Yeah. No, there's something very wrong here. I mean, that all but proves it right there. Okay, let's do nothing this time and let's see if we take damage on both sides. Okay, here comes the rogue carbonic asteroid right here. 100 rockets go right through it. Okay. Now look right here. Here's another carbonic asteroid. I saw at least 2 or 3 rockets go right through this. Yep, here it comes. It targeted it at the last second. Woob, your game is fucked up, guys. There's something very wrong with your game here. Okay, let's try this. Let's try reducing only one of the pumps. And then it doesn't happen. And we've only reduced speed by what? That was what, 4 kms? And then we don't take damage on either side. Okay. Now let's really push the bar here. Let's try increasing speed and see what happens. We're going to increase it very slightly. Okay, somebody please clip this for me right now. Somebody please clip this for me. We increased speed and we didn't get hit. We do nothing, we get hit. Is this the most sound physics and logic that you people have ever heard of here? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Okay, hold up. Hold the F up here. And now we're going to increase speed by a lot. This is hilarious. We're going to go ahead and disable the throttle on it altogether. Okay, speed is going up big time now. We're going much faster. Now we've doubled our speed. And then obviously it can't keep up. Okay, hold up here now. Wait a minute. Okay, so what this means is that it can't be a targeting issue. It can't be. Because by increasing the speed, all of a sudden, it targets it? And then we took damage on this side, but not the other side, by increasing the speed by that much. Yo, there's no way that increasing the speed should change that result at all, by a little or lot. That is a rogue carbonic asteroid that spawns in and is deliberately untargeted by the rocket turrets at that specific speed. Or if I decide to speed up or change the target, yo, Woob, I want answers. And I'm going to get them. I'm clipping this and I'm sending it to Woob. And I'm like, answer. Okay, so I guess the safest play here is just to slow it down. And there it is. That's it. That's the rogue asteroid right there. That's the one that is basically invincible. So in the split second that I did not get to the pump and then got to the pump, that was the difference between life and death here. Woob, this is buggy. This is poor mathematics. This is poor programming. This is poor coding. You have an awesome game here. The game does a lot of really cool things, but this is not one of them. This needs to be fixed. And I should be given 1 million of every legendary item for discovering this and for proving this right here. Or I should be hired as one of your testers. Thank you, Blank. Please post that in the Discord. I posted the link to my live stream at the video game stream plug at the actual Factorio Discord. So if it shouldn't be too hard for them to find it. Okay, that said, it's about time for me to wrap up, folks. I gotta go get some lunch. We're gonna find y'all a raid target. Thank you for hanging out today. I hope y'all having a wonderful weekend. And yeah, Whoop, I want some answers. We're gonna find out what happened here. It's the weekend, so there should be a lot of people live here. We're gonna go to high speed. He's also doing the Factorio. Wait, that's vanilla. Okay, let's go to Colonel Will. We're going to Colonel Will with Space Age. You too, Blank. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Good to talk with you, Chursa. Ash, you take care. Good to see you. Trenton, was good to see you. You take care. Hope you're enjoying your NASCAR today. We'll catch y'all for the next stream. Have a good one. And let's see what Colonel Will's up to. Looks like he's on Fulgora having some fun. Catch y'all later. Maybe some 4-drop Fiesta later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. Take care, all.